Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis on server 68. So yes, today I'm showing my face. That means we are doing a video on the computer instead of on the phone, and we're going to be checking out the Lena B website because I'm going to be comparing generals, and this website continues to update and is now updated and added a general comparative feature. So it's excellent for visuals, way better than I can do just talking through the numbers and showing some calculators and some old school stuff. This website's awesome. It's not mine. It's a friend of mine on the server. I used to be in alliance with him for a long time. And anyways, he's great at these things. So before we begin, let's get into our world chat yesterday on my server. There was a big announcement. Player AJ is calling it quits, like many players are, I guess, with the update to K40. It's a lot to handle. Maybe other reasons, who knows? But she did receive a goodbye from player Solo Lynch, and then looks like player Orbs. Damn, Lynch at least tried to convince her to stay. So I guess that's that. All right, so I am going to use some special effects here, see if I can figure this out. I'm going to minimize my face. Some will be happy about that. Will put me down there, and we will give more fanfare to this website as it deserves it. This website is amazing. I encourage you all to check it out, and here it is. Okay, so on this website, you go to the top left here in the corner where it says menu, you drop down, and now you can go to a compare generals section. So as you can see, there are two columns to compare generals. So let's pull up the guy we're doing today. So you could go to all the wall generals, all the ranged generals. And here, under mounted generals, I'm going to go to today's guy. So let's go to Bertrand de Gasoline. Bertrand de Gasoline. And as you can see, I'm not comparing him to anyone right now. So he's all green. Green means he's better than the guy I'm comparing him to. So let's start off with, let's look at another mounted general. I believe probably the two best out there right now are Hannibal and Gaius. So let's just pull up Hannibal because Hannibal's older than Gaius. So let's do a comparison. And this Bertrand guy looks good. So as you can see, he will max out at 1481 leadership, but Hannibal's is better, 1507. So Hannibal is green. But Bertrand has him in attack, 1482 to 1464, 1474 to 1441, 1448 to 1399. So this guy looks good. And then you could go down here and it'll show you the percentages. And we only care about mounted here. And mounted HP for Hannibal, 211. So you could add skill books to these players. There's no need because we would put the exact same ones. But let's put their actual specialties and let's max them out and see how that changes things under the comparative. So I just gave Hannibal all of his skills, and he still did not take defense away from Bertrand. He took mounted attack by 60. Now let's start adding the genius levels to Bertrand. So there you have it. So if you look at the very end here, Hannibal's going to end up with a 303 to 286 advantage. He's going to lose out by almost 30% on defense, and his HP is going to be 20% higher. But then you have to look at these, and these will even it out a bit. Bertrand has a 1482, so about 20-point advantage in attack, so that's about 2%, so it doesn't really equal it out too much, but it does close the gap a little bit. He has a big advantage in politics, but that's turning wounded to death. So overall, I would say Hannibal is still better. let's compare him to another new mounted general, Gaius. And Gaius takes the leadership and defense away, and Gaius is maxed out here. So if we look at the other levels here, mounted attack and mounted defense, HP, you can see Bertrand is very good at defense, which let me look here and look at the other mounted troops that we have here. Yeah, so I want to compare Bertrand to Maximus, who is another new general, and he actually has really high defense. So I want to see how Bertrand does against him, Maximilian. So yeah, so Max with the whopping 1527 defense is ahead on Bertrand. So, but then loses out on all the others. Gaius up. So over here, it looks like Gaius basically takes all the core numbers. And then when we go down here, Gaius holds the attack advantage. And he holds it up here, so he'd gain even a little more. He loses out slightly on defense and HP. So, yeah, Gaius looks like he's probably the better option over Hannibal. Okay, so there you have it. This is Bertrand. He is a very good new general. Is he the best? He's up there, for sure. He's definitely comparative to all the best guys. So if you get him, feel free to spec him out, complete him. If you want perfection, maybe you want to hold out just slightly and wait for Gaius. I do feel like Evony's continuing to release mounted generals. So maybe one of these times they're going to release a concrete, for sure, number one general. Because right now it's arguable by about 5 or 6 different mounted generals who are all excellent. You can't go wrong with any of them. So this is Genghis Server 68. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.